So I wanted to record this before we head out because this lighting right here is great and I didn't want to pass up the opportunity. So this story actually begins a few days before it was supposed to begin. My flight was scheduled to leave from school Saturday at 11:15 a.m. So I was supposed to leave campus around 8:30. However, because of the ice, I couldn't leave campus. So I missed my flight. I wasn't too worried at the time, but in the back of my mind, I sort of knew that it wasn't going to be good. If I could make it to the airport, I thought for sure that I'd be able to get on that flight and get home. So I called up a bunch of friends, and one of them was actually able to give me a ride. Thanks. So I got to the airport at 4:30. It was a 4:45 flight. I got to the airport at 4:30, and I checked in. So I was running through the airport, trying to make the flight because I just wanted to get home because it was a super long morning. So I get through security and get to the terminal, and it's 4:45. The plane hadn't even started boarding. Perfect. So once all the scheduled people get on the plane, it's down to the standby passengers. There are 3 spots on board. It gets down to 2 before me. They call him, he's there. They call her, she's there. And it's up to me. And I got on the flight. But a Southwest mechanic decided he wanted to get on the plane. So he took my spot. And that was the last flight out of Indy to Atlanta. I had to sleep in the airport. I had to spend the night in the airport, which is not fun. It just was freezing in the airport. Like, I guess they turned the heater off. And of course I didn't pack for freezing weather because I was going to the south. So I had a little jacket, and that's all I brought. But it got to be 7:30 and they started boarding the plane, and I got on. I kind of cheated my way onto a good seat. So we got on the plane, we're on the runway for about 30 minutes, and they said, sorry, we're gonna have to take you back to the gate. This plane's broken. And boy was I livid. So they file everyone off the plane, and luckily they were able to find a new plane for us, and it was only about an hour delay. So we take off at 9, I land about 10:30, and I get into Atlanta. Then I get to the gate that the Key West flight is leaving. And that flight is delayed for another 5 hours. But once we got into the air, it was fine, and that's where this video starts. The day that we landed, we didn't really do a whole lot. There wasn't a lot of time because we got in at around 5. The first real day, we rented some bikes. And that's this little clip. So we just got these tandem bikes, right, Davis? Huh? So we're on a tandem bike, just loving the ocean breeze, completely straight. Nothing better. People are looking at us like we're crazy, but little do they know, we know what's up. How are you liking it?
It's so fun.
Yeah? So the tandem just claimed its first casualty. My leg. Alright, new update. We're lost. Cool. There's so many Mustangs here. There's another one. I wonder where all the Challengers are. Where are all the Chargers? It's probably because they're cars. I don't know. Not my words. Yeah, they are. The second day we took a train ride around the city. So apparently we're going to go ride in a train and go see some things. I don't know what's going on, but we'll see how that goes. We're back at it. I walked on decomposed How excited are you?
You're very excited.
I skated on a frozen sea. It's real as far as I can see.
This tour is exhilarating.
39. They drove him up to the Naval Air Training Center. As he sat in his car, they handed him a microphone.
Exhilarating. There's definitely a lot of interesting history, a lot of military history,
They all died of yellow fever.
a lot of presidential history, just a town full of history, which is pretty neat.
I thought it was very informing.
Yeah?
Learned a lot about the island.
What was the best thing you learned?
The people got real rowdy on South Carolina Street.
The next day we rented a Jeep and drove some places. This morning we're renting a Jeep. We're gonna drive to some other places, so that should be fun. We're in the Jeep. Doors are off. It's raining. Heck of a time. So, we're currently in Marathon, Florida, in this Jeep. Sun's out, good times. Thoughts?
I thought it was fun.
Good. Successful trip, according to Davis. It was very windy, but we saw a lot of the Keys, and that's pretty good. And that wraps it up for here. The following takes place after I record this video.